Another feature that all delays should have, in my opinion, is the ability to smear the delayed signal. And what does that mean? Well, it means that when a delay usually goes pop, 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 those final pops are too clear sometimes and too transient-y, too spiky, too apparent. And a lot of times I want those to kind of wash out. And one of the coolest ways to do that, Boz came up with, we used this trashy reverb. And we thought hard about maybe putting a fancy reverb in here. You know, one of those reverbs where they have the picture of the Vienna concert hall thing. Well, we didn't really want to overload a person with a full-fledged reverb in here. Instead, we thought it'd be much more fun to kind of keep it lo-fi in the realm of delay anyway, and go with something that's what makes you work a little bit in a fun way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the first problem I have here, well, let me show you after. This is just a superior drummer loop thing that I've been monkeying with. All right, now that's with smear turned way up. Let me turn it off. You can hear that snare is going, and I really don't want all of that. It seems a little bit too much. So let me kind of show you what options we have here with smear to really, I guess, de-emphasize those repeats and kind of wash them out. And I want to emphasize here, I don't know if you guys remember in the tape op, they had plans for building a reverb out of a slinky. That's more of the inspiration for this smear thing. It's more to be off the wall, creative, different, because the only real purpose of smear is to de-emphasize those repeats. Again, we don't want to be a full-fledged reverb here. So what you're going to hear is, if you're expecting a reverb, you may be a little disappointed. So instead, think of it as a creative tool to reduce the excessive clarity of delayed repeats in audio. Yeah, whatever, you know. What I like most about this smear thing is when I hear these sounds in there, it reminds me so much of what Nine Inch Nails was up to 20 years ago. There's a fear in there, there's a scariness to it when you do it right, and you get to like, particularly when you start mixing this thing with the pitch modulation or even some of the chorus. Some of the other options, really crazy feedback, you can get such scary things. Now, I don't always go for scary, but I do like it when my delays have a certain space to them where they're not up front. And we don't have to do that with super fancy impulse reverbs. We can do it right here with smear and kind of have more fun in the process by keeping it left brain, creative, whatever you want to call it.